Most small business owners don't feel rich, they feel trapped. And the strange part is, from the outside, they look successful. Revenue is growing, clients keep calling, money is moving. But inside the business, stress, pressure, responsibility that never turns off. Let me explain why. When people start a business, they usually imagine freedom. No boss, no salary ceiling, control over their time, work hard for a few years, build something successful, and eventually the business runs without them. But for most people, that's not what happens. Something very different happens. They leave a stable job, they start making more money, revenue grows. Maybe the business reaches $20,000 per month, then $40,000, maybe even $50,000. And at that moment, it feels like success. But here's the problem. Revenue is not freedom. Revenue is responsibility. The bigger the number, the heavier the weight. Here's a simple example. Imagine a small local service business. Revenue, $40,000 per month. Sounds great. But then the money starts disappearing. Payroll, $12,000. Materials, $5,000. Vehicles and fuel, $3,000. Marketing, $2,000. Insurance and licenses, $1,500. Software, tools, mistakes, $2,000. Suddenly that $40,000 business makes about $5,000 in real profit. And the owner works 50 to 60 hours per week. That's not freedom, that's pressure. This leads to an uncomfortable truth. Most small business owners don't actually own a business. They own a job. A high-stress, high-risk job with no clock-out time. If they stop working, the business slows down. If they get sick, everything pauses. If they disappear for a month, revenue drops. That's not ownership, that's dependency. And dependency creates fear. So, why do owners feel stuck? Because growth solves income problems, but it creates complexity problems. More clients means more expectations. More workers means more payroll. More revenue means more risk. More moving parts means more mistakes. Broken tools, customer complaints. Hiring problems, unexpected taxes. And suddenly, the thing that was supposed to create freedom creates anxiety. Now, here's the mistake most people make. They think the solution is simple. Make more money. So they push harder. More marketing, more jobs, more sales, more hours. Revenue goes up, but stress goes up even faster. Because income without structure creates chaos, and chaos does not scale. So, what's actually missing? Not motivation, not hustle, structure, systems, processes, clear roles, healthy margins. There are 3 levels of business owners. Level 1, the operator. This person does everything: sales, work, customer service, fixing problems. Income depends entirely on their energy. Most small business owners stay at this level forever. Level 2, the builder. This owner starts creating systems. They document processes. They train people properly. They build repeatable workflows. And something interesting happens. Profit may actually drop for a while, because systems cost time and money. You delegate work. You trust other people. You give up control. This stage feels uncomfortable. That's why many people quit here. Level 3, the owner. At this stage, the business produces profit without constant daily involvement. Not zero involvement, but controlled involvement. The owner focuses on direction instead of daily survival. This is where freedom begins. And it doesn't happen at $500,000 revenue, or even $1 million revenue. It happens at structured profit. But structure requires patience. It requires slower growth. It requires saying no to bad jobs. It requires protecting margins instead of chasing volume. That's boring, and boring doesn't look impressive on social media, but boring builds real wealth. So, how do you avoid feeling trapped? First, stop chasing revenue. Start chasing margins. Second, build systems before you scale. Third, separate yourself from daily operations as early as possible, even if it hurts your ego. Fourth, pay yourself consistently, not emotionally. And finally, Understand that real business freedom takes longer than social media tells you. Most people quit during the overwhelm stage. They think something is wrong with them. It's not. They're just stuck between operator and builder, and that stage is where the real transformation happens. Small business can absolutely create freedom, but only if you understand this. Revenue creates motion, profit creates stability, structure creates freedom, and discipline creates wealth. That's the full picture.